We're live.
Okay, we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today I am doing some word sprints with the wonderful Angela Ann,
Wow.
and she's grabbing coffee and she's making me really want to go grab a coffee now. So maybe during the first sprint we do, I'm gonna have to go get another one.
Yeah, sorry I'm starting off in my kitchen, y'all, but I just needed coffee and I was procrastinating. So we're going to start by having a little bit of coffee brewing. The little
Yes.
ambiance, you know.
Oh, I feel the procrastination. I was like, this is the third day of my 5 a.m. writing experiment. And so basically, I have just been chilling like all morning, talking to my family, which is productive, I guess you could say, but I've just been like so out of it this morning. I was like, okay, I'll get coffee. I can summon motivation to get coffee. That's about it.
That's so fun. I've been loving watching everyone's like 5 a.m. challenges because I'm like, this is such a weird niche thing that I'm into, but I'm like a hardcore morning person. So like I wake up at 5 a.m. naturally. And I love watching like videos about how to be a morning person or like other people being morning people. Like I don't know why. I just like have this thing where like I love like it's like confirmation.
Yes.
Waking up
I
early.
used to be like that. Like I would get, and I don't know if it was like a very healthy thing, because I'm a morning person, just not like extreme morning. But for me, I used to wake up at like actually 5 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. And I would do that during NaNoWriMo, I guess is when I started getting into it because I would wake up and write like 500 words before I started my day. And I don't know if that was like the healthiest thing for me at the time because I would like wake up at 5 a.m. out of anxieties because I was like, oh, I need to go get my words in. And like I would get up and like write like the worst words ever. But I like the idea of waking up earlier because, I wake up at like 6 to 6:30 a.m. anyway. And I'm like, I do have like an extra hour in my day. So this is really nice. Like if I can get a
Yeah.
good sleep schedule going.
Yeah, no, I agree. For me, it's more just like I'm usually in bed by like 9 or 10 because I'm a grandma, but like my brain doesn't work after like 7 p.m. at night. And my brain like works so well in the morning. Like I already had like I divide my day into like work sessions of like 2 hours of concentrated work. So I've already had like one work session today, which is
Yes.
nice.
I do like one giant work session until about 2 p.m. and then after that my brain just starts going downhill. I see Yaza has joined us. Hello, Yaza. And Miguel, y'all are in the early squad. Awesome, awesome. Two lives in one day. Oh yeah. Because correct me if I'm wrong, you're in a different time zone, correct? Because for me, I just like went to bed. I had a live stream last night, and then I just woke up and started this stream. But yeah, and Nina is here. Hello, Nina. And so is Zara.
Hello. Oh my
And
goodness.
Miguel saying hello. And Maddie is here. Oh, we have a big squad this morning.
Woo.
And VG Castle, morning. Used to wake up at 4:30 a.m. Oh no. No, I can't. No.
Yeah, that's
Uh, have you ever tried that, Angela? Have you ever tried waking up like,
at 4:30.
yeah,
I don't think, yeah, I don't think that'd be a good idea because right now I wake up between 5 and 5:30 because I like have my alarm set for 5. Like for example, this morning I was like feeling blah, so I slept until 5:30. And actually, like I feel the best when I wake up between 6 and 7, and I feel
hmm
worse the earlier I wake up. So I feel like if I woke up at 4:30, I would feel horrible. But if I ever had to work like a full-time job, I wouldn't put it past me to try it.
Same. I feel like I would do that. Which is weird because since I'm doing like college at home anyway, like through online, like I have quite a bit of free time, so I don't really understand why I feel like I have the need to wake up early, but it's just like I think it goes back to what we are talking about. Like I work best in the morning and by 2 a.m. like I'm not going to be very good at being productive. So, and writing Violet is here. Hello. I used to wake up at about 4:30 to be at work at 5:30. Can't say I miss those days. I would not miss those days. Also, you guys, if you want to go ahead and let us know what you're going to be working on for this stream, Angela.
I need to pull it up, but I'm going to be working on draft 2 of my YA thriller.
Yes.
think I'm about 30,000 words into the rewrite. So not bad progress.
Dang. Oh, Angela, you just posted, I think it was last week, right? A video about dark academia, like
Oh,
book recommendations.
yeah.
Okay, so I had to tell you this, which I guess I would tell you anyway, because that's what I'm going to be working on. I have been, an idea for a dark academia book has been like percolating in my mind for a while. And then I watched Dead Poets Society like last week,
Yeah.
and that really like sparked it even more. And I was like, okay, I gotta like do a huge brain dump about this and just like get it out on paper just to have it. So lately I've been like trying to organize that brain dump and finding like missing scenes to fill in. So I think I'm gonna be doing that for at
Exciting.
least the first part. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Like, I'm confused if like because I feel like I've heard that sometimes like thrillers fall under dark academia and sometimes they don't. So I'm like very confused if my book would be considered dark academia. It's like fringe dark academia. But I think the next one, the next thriller idea I have, this setting would lend itself well to dark academia.
Ooh. Ah, I'm so excited. Yes, Philippines. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. Don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Yes, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And Angela's channel is linked down below. I forgot to have you do a little intro. Do you want to do your little intro like
Sure. So I'm Angela Ann, the friend of all the good YA book recs and literary lifestyle tips, and I post mainly book videos, but also the occasional writing vlog over on my channel. So if that sounds interesting, subscribe. And if you are here and you haven't already subscribed to Helene, definitely do that because she's amazing. So yeah.
thank you. This day confirmed I want to write the Cupid and Psyche. Yes. Yes. Please do. Please like give me updates about this too. We were talking about this on the stream. Well, it was last night for me. Um, I really like it. Have you decided on a historical time period for it, or were you still waffling between the three? Because it was, let me see if I remember right. It was either like Regency, Rococo, or French Revolution, right?
I
Are
think
those the three?
I think Miguel said 18th century France a little further down in the comments.
Oh yeah. Yes. Oh, this is gonna be so fun.
So I'm guessing, would that be like the second French Revolution? Is that no 18th century? Oh my God, that would be the first French Revolution. The second one
Yeah.
19th century. Okay.
Yes. I love it. Last year I have 6-2 shifts, or six 6 to 2 shifts, so I had to be up at 4:30. Wow, it's early for me, you guys. Like I'm an early person, but apparently my brain doesn't work fully this early. So I had to be up at 4:30. That's crazy. I'm uploading a new video for tomorrow, going to continue making my bullet journal and work more on Hades and Persephone. Yes. Going to be switching between my outline and my chapter 3 draft 1. Nice. I'm ready to start like outlining this dark academia book, but also I'm scared to like outline because I feel like once I'm outlining, I'm like committing to working on it. And I already have a lot of other projects on the table. So I'm trying to figure out like I don't want to work on more than 3 at one time, like hardcore. So I'm kind of trying to figure out, okay, which one am I going to be able to really stick with for a while, and see it to the end? And which one should I just wait a little while on?
Shiny new idea syndrome is so hard.
Oh, it's so bad. And especially like I've gotten used to working with multiple projects, so I kind of use that as a justification. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I mean, I'm getting good at this. I can work on some more projects. Like at one time, it's fine. I can do. Yeah, no.
I've gotten used, kind of like you, but I like have gotten used to like every month working on a different project. So it's really hard for me to like continue into the next month because I'm like, oh, now it's February. What book are we going to work on now? And I'm like, no, you're still editing the thriller.
That's a good idea though. Like having like one project you work on a month.
Yeah, it breaks it up nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, and then Miguel had said I also need to finish editing my Nano Ideas video. Ooh. Yes. Those were the three. Yo, one of these days we need to put our retellings together as a book bundle. Yes, or you know how sometimes like authors once they're published or whatever, then they'll like collab and do like a story of
Oh,
or
yeah.
a book of short stories that are like it could be like retellings or whatever. Like that could be the theme of the thing.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
That'd be so cool. Yes, I am down. I'd be willing to format it as the ebook bundle and organizing it. Oh,
Ooh, yes.
even better because I have no idea how that would work. I'm doing Rococo. I want to brainstorm the plot, but need to work on fitting within the time period. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm doing Rococo for my humanities class. This week is about that. Really interesting time period. Yes. I've been on a Greek mythology binge today. I like it. I like it. Well, now y'all are getting me wanting me to, well, getting me to want to work on Project Goldwings. How do words work? I don't know. I
Have you
might have to pull that
decided
out.
what project you're gonna work on?
Huh?
Have you decided what project you're gonna work on today?
I don't know. Have I? That's the question. Um, so I'm probably gonna start with the Dark Academia just because it's basically kind of just I don't know, like brainstorming is easier. It takes less brain power for me for some reason than
Mhm.
actual drafting. So I might work on Dark Academia for like maybe the first sprint and then try to go to Project Goldwings because that's the one I've been working on mostly this week, and I want to try to, keep going on it
Yeah.
so I don't lose my steam. If you have any ideas, it would help. Ooh, I mean, I'm trying to think. I feel like I watched like one of the documentaries I had for my assignment was like on YouTube or something. Maybe I can put the title of it or something in the chat for one of these sprints. I don't know. Because it was a pretty good documentary. It kind of covered like the basics of it. I'll try to find it. I'm not sure. It might have disappeared on my contents tab. I don't know.
I would not have any ideas because I just googled what Rococo was, and I'm like, I have an idea of what it is, but
Have you seen the painting The Swing?
yeah, I'm looking at that right now. It was like the first
Yeah.
thing that came up, and
That's
then
like classic Rococo, just in one image. It would be The Swing probably.
it seems like it's kind of Versailles.
Yes, very much like the gilded, the frills, all of that fun stuff. Very, I guess you'd say like romantic. Yeah.
Very like I don't know excess.
Yes, very much, very much. I want to do a lot of research. Okay, I will try to find it. Yeah. Also, are you guys good with doing like a 15-minute to start? I forgot to ask for sprint times. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Awesome. I was good today. I had the timer set up before going live. Usually I'm not good at that. All right, so 15 minutes are on the clock. This is our first sprint. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer in 3, 2, 1. All right, that is time, you guys. Yay! Wait. There we go. Oh, every time I'm like, wait, is this how I remove it from the screen? I think so. I don't know how many times I've done live streams. Anyway, how did everybody do for that one?
Good. I do this a lot. I don't know if anyone else does this when you're writing draft too, but I'll like look at a chapter in the outline and I'm like, oh, like I think I will be able to save like most of the words from draft one, like definitely most of the words. And then like it'll either be like a complete rewrite or I'll save like 100 words. So I thought I was gonna be able to copy and paste for this chapter, but I'm not. So now I have to completely rewrite it. And I wrote 390 words, which isn't bad.
Dang, that's awesome.
How about you?
Well, on my end, you inspired me. I did get coffee. It's only a half cup, and I reused like the coffee grounds from my first cup from my French press. So I don't feel like as bad, right? It's just a half cup. It's fine. I feel like I would probably die if I had like a whole other cup because my body does not handle caffeine well. So, well, copious amounts of caffeine, I should say. I have to take it gradually. And then I tried. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was like, does your cup have flowers on it? I just was so curious about coffee.
Oh, yes. One of my piano students got this for me. I don't know why I always have a spoon in it. Autumn pointed that out. I always have like spoons or like a little tea steeper in my drink. But yeah, it's like my favorite coffee cup. I use it all the time. And then after I did coffee, I talked to my family, said goodbye. And then, because they're going to work, they're not like leaving forever or anything. That sounded like really dramatic. I said goodbye to my family, sent them off into the world. And then I did try to look up that one documentary, Miguel, but I could not find it. It wasn't working. So I'll keep looking, but I think it might have disappeared or something. And then I also started writing a flash fiction because I remembered I have to catch up on my flash fictions. I'm trying to write one flash fiction a day and I'm a little bit behind. So yeah, I think maybe for the first half of this next sprint, I'm gonna keep trying to catch up on flash fictions and then going to the dark academia. But we'll see. And then Zara had made a comment that Venus will be right at home in Rococo, and I agree so much. Totally. And then Alexis is here. Hello, Alexis. That was good. Yes to 15. Does anyone else have a fear that they constantly are writing J the wrong way? So I'm agreeing with Sarah. I did see this comment like pop up as I was doing the sprint. Are you handwriting in script or something? Because I agree. I've never had doubt about typing it, Jay, but I can understand what you mean. Like if you're handwriting it, because there's been times, mostly in cursive, where I'm like, wait, this is right. This is right. And then sometimes, like with words, the way that words are spelled, I'll handwrite it out. I'm like, I think that's right, but I almost have to type it out to see if that looks right.
I haven't written in cursive in years. I don't even know if I still could.
I could do my signature. That's about all.
Even my signature now, I have like a digital copy of it, and everything I've been doing has been digital lately. I'm sure
that'd be so nice
signature, but yeah.
Oh, the comments jumped. Sometimes when I write words by hand, I feel like I'm spelling them wrong. Yes, exactly. And yeah, it feels normal in typing. I was trying to write June. I couldn't remember which way the J went. I get that. I almost went inside the Wikipedia rabbit hole. Oh, the Wikipedia rabbit hole is real, but it's kind of fun. All the links, all the links. 139 words. Awesome. No words, but T. Very important.
Yes.
Just Google to get some ideas. Nice. I'm editing my author website. Awesome. I have yet to make one. I feel like I should start making one, but also I'm like, it seems like I know it's a lot of work and I don't know. I just need to find like a good time to sit down, really do a lot of research about it, find like the website format that's going to work best for me and all that. So one of these days. I write in Scrivener so I don't copy and paste between drafts. I just take a screenshot of the first draft and then enter revision mode while working in the same document. Oh, nice. I copy paste. But I think, I mean, at least for the projects I've done, because I try to write really cleanly, even in the first draft. But there are some chapters, like looking back at a DIMF, where I was like, maybe I should have just like rewritten it. Just like, pulled up, like did a split
Yeah.
screen and pulled it up and then just like rewritten it. Cause I think that might have made it better. But yeah. 400 words. I'm not supposed to write anymore since my writing session is done for the day. I'm about to go to bed, but I saw this stream, so might as well write again. Yes. I'm wanting to incorporate the Enlightenment in the setting. Yes. Oh, okay. I might be able to find some stuff about the Enlightenment. We were talking a lot about that because this is my humanities course, so we're all about the Enlightenment here.
I did last semester an intellectual history course, and we like started with the Enlightenment, so that was fun.
Ooh, that would be fascinating.
Yeah, I really liked it. It was cool because it was like going through the ideas of different time periods. So we did the Enlightenment through existentialism.
Dang. Ooh, that would be really cool. My hubby surprised me by coming home. His building is too crowded for social distance rules. Brought me tea and pastries. Aw, that's so cute. I want someone to bring me tea and pastries. I live with my family, so I have to pay them if I want them to bring them anything for me. Yes. Not screenshot. Okay, snapshot. I was like, oh, I didn't know Scrivener could do that. That's kind of cool. Okay, that makes sense. Never had the J thing. Most of the time I type / write a word down, it would look. Yes. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I wonder that sometimes. I'm like, is it just me?
Does anyone else have those words too that like you can't spell for the life of you? Like I can never spell definitely, and I don't know what it is.
Yes. Well, autocorrect has ruined me. I used to be like a really good spell, if I do say so myself. No, but like, I could spell. I was like a good student, mostly like in middle school, high school. Like I was good. I never entered spelling bees, but I feel like I could have held my own pretty well in one. But then I started using autocorrect, and that just ruined me because I don't have to think about how words are spelled anymore. I just have to know the first few letters. And I'm like, now I'm trying to handwrite stuff, and I'm like, this is terrible. I can't even not unconsciousness. There's I can't remember what it is. It's something like that. But it's like, and I don't even think it's necessary, like not the word necessary, but words where there's like C's and S's. Sometimes I get like mixed up with how many, is it double C, double S? Exercise is one. Sometimes I want to spell it with a Z at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the spelling feels wrong if we're handwriting. We don't have autocorrect. Yep. I'm imagining my Cupid character as a soldier.
Ooh.
Oh, that would be so cool. Yes, I'm here for that. Those humanities classes. I know. I love humanities. Can't spell occasionally, yeah, by hand without doubting myself. Yeah. That's one. And then my psyche is considered too old for marriage, which is like mid to late 20s, since no one would want to marry her despite her beauty due to her family's reputation. Oh, dang.
Sometimes I think about that. That's just such a random thought, but I'm like, I'm literally would be too old to be married in most time periods.
I know. It's so weird. Like looking back at all of this, even like last semester I did humanities 1, and that was like prehistoric to late Renaissance. They got married real young. Like we're talking like 14. I'm like, dang, okay.
Even like Jane Austen's time period, they still got married like real young.
Yeah.
I was reading something by Edith Wharton, who came after Jane Austen, like turn of the century, 1920s-ish, like right before like Fitzgerald and Hemingway. And even in like her book, she was mentioning something about how someone was old at 23 and unmarried. I was like, ooh.
Well, okay then. Dang. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess to be fair, I guess more in like medieval times, like they only lived to be 30 years old. So I can understand getting married at like 12 or 14 if you only lived till 30. But later on, when medicine got better, like around the time periods we're talking about, it's still pretty young.
I think a lot of times in those time periods, the men were older and the women were younger. And it was
Yeah.
probably an economic thing of like the family didn't want to support the woman anymore because they couldn't get any jobs. So I was like, let's back off and someone else can be a burden.
That's why we give women jobs. Yay! Yeah. These are just my first thoughts. I like them. I'm excited to hear more. I'm too old to be married in any historical romance setting. I'm on the shelf.
Oh, yeah. Zara, Jane Austen definitely like Persuasion by Jane Austen's about like an older woman getting married. She's like 28 or so, I think, 27. Like she gets married.
Wow.
So, there's always hope.
If I was in the period, I would be almost ready for marriage. Yep. I wrote a whole paper on dowries in I'm not gonna pronounce this right. Quattrocento, Italy. It was all about the financials of marriage. Yeah. I learned a lot about that like last semester with Renaissance and medieval because it was especially like in the medieval time, the time of like courtly love with King Arthur, like the legends of all that when that kind of sprung up. Because it was just so much like a business contract basically.
Even right now I'm rewatching the show Reign, which is about like Mary Queen of the Scots. I love
Yes.
they talk a lot of like dowries and like how it is like a business transaction. Also a lot about how like women couldn't own anything.
Mm-hmm.
Really fascinating.
Yeah. Life expectation isn't that long. Yeah, they die around 40. Yeah. All right. Do you guys want to suggest a time for our next sprint? I'm good. I'm doing this time, you guys know. I'm good with doing maybe somewhere between like 20 or 22 minutes, if that's okay with you, Angela,
Yep.
to kind of start ramping it up.
Yes.
Oh, comments are jumping. Okay. And then Cupid would be a believer in the Enlightenment with Venus being opposed to it. That makes sense. I can see that. I probably would have died from illness or childbirth by now. I would die because I would never get any exercise and I would just like succumb to the first illness that caught me. They aged her up to 16 when she was really 11. Yeah.
But I feel like also if she was 11 in the show, that would have been creepy.
Yeah. I agree. I'm all for this story of yours, Miguel. Yes. I watched Reign once and gasped at the inaccuracies.
Like, even just the costumes are gorgeous, but they would not have been wearing any of them in that time period. They were like a strapless mermaid dress, and I'm like, so gorgeous, but like 1500s.
But those shoulders.
I know.
Like, what?
And just like the tight bodice. I'm like, what?
I think she was 15 when she married Francis in real life. Yeah, dang, I could not imagine. All right, so between 20 or 22 minutes, I'm kind of waiting for comments to filter in. He goes to French court. She first goes to French court at 11. He married her when he was 12 and she was 15. Oh, so she was older in this case. That's interesting.
I think they were trying to get them married fast because he was like a sickly child. Have like an heir really quick.
Yep.
He constantly had ear infections before he died of his final ear infection.
Yeah. Dang, that's like so sad.
Yeah.
Legend of Runes suggested 20. I'm good with that.
Okay, yeah.
Do an even 20. Yay. Oh. How do I do this? I don't know. Okay, there we go. Yay.
Woo.
All right. And then Miguel had said, yes, Francis was sickly in real life and died at 16. Dang. Oh, it's terrible. All right, you guys, 20 minutes is on the clock. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer in 3, 2, 1. All right, that is time, you guys. Yes. Alrighty. How did everybody do for that sprint?
Good. I only got like 300 words, which my goal is to edit a chapter a day. And I think it's probably, this sounds so unpopular because I know people love live sprints, but I think I'm less productive in live sprints because I'm like stopping all the time. But this is my only time to write today. So I'm like, I don't think I'm going to hit my daily goal.
I'm the exact same way. Like
Yeah.
I like live streams and stuff because I like the community aspect of it. But productivity wise, I'm more productive when I can like just work in a big block of time
Yeah.
because I struggle like it takes me a while to get my mind into a project, and then by the time that's done, usually the sprint's already halfway through. Yeah,
Usually
I
the
I
timer
get
goes
that.
off, I'm like in my zone.
Do what?
When the timer goes off is like when I'm in my zone. So I'm
Yeah, I can understand that. Um, so I wrote another flash fiction,
like,
which was good by hand. My hand is cramping a little bit because I'm not used to doing handwriting so much. Also, I apparently have like a death grip on my pencil when I write, so I don't know. And then I started reading the chapter for my humanities because I was like, I should do some research for Miguel and also get some school done. So, Miguel, I found some notes for you if you're interested about the Rococo time period. So, there is a painting of um, Psyche and Cupid, and it is in da, 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 the Salon de la Princesse. I'll type it down in the comments. But yeah, it's like a painting of Aries or Psyche and Cupid. Geez, why did I say Aries? And then also, if you want to look up a really interesting individual from history during this time, look up Madame de Pompadour. She's the
yeah.
one who created like the pompadour hairstyle, which if you want an example, see Elvis because he kind of had the very like pompadour like swept back hairstyle. But she's an interesting figure because she was like born into a middle class, I think, merchant family, and then she became Louis XV's mistress, I believe, and she gained so much power that according to this one documentary I watched, apparently she sent more people to the guillotine than any other like ruler of France.
She was in
So I mean, I think if you're looking for a character to, embody Venus, I could definitely see her being like Venus in disguise. I don't know. Anyway, fun facts there. Let me scroll back. Nina had said I had to reread what I wrote last time to figure out where I was going, but now I'm just sending all my friends this one line I wrote. Yes. That's good. You are being productive because you're getting yourself excited. Currently searching up French names. Oh, those are so fun. And Sarah LeBrat just uploaded a new video. Oh, YouTube is like awful about recommending things to me. I'm subscribed to all my AuthorTube friends, and sometimes I don't find out they have videos until I'm like looking through Instagram days later. Oh, what? Since when did they upload a video? And Laura is here. Hello. Trying to stay awake through some tutorials for work. Gonna have this on in the background. Yay! Just finished up 2 flash fictions this week, both horror. Ooh, I should do a horror flash fiction. I'm trying to think of like new ideas because flash fiction a day will drain you of ideas real fast. One more fantasy with a dark fairy godmother. Ooh, I love that. The other is more Gaslamp with creatures in an underground sooty labyrinth. Dang, I want to read those. No writing because I watched a behind the scenes video of WandaVision. Oh, I haven't actually started watching that yet because I needed time to sit down and like get into it, you know?
I've never heard of it, but I don't know. I feel like I've heard a lot of things.
It's the one on Disney Plus with Wanda and Vision from Avengers.
Oh, I don't really like all that superhero stuff. I know
Yeah.
it's really bad. I like there's so many like nerdy things that are like popular nerdy, and I just like don't like them.
I mean, I can understand that, you know? I could see it. I like it, but I can understand.
No, I wish I did because I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, like in this community, things like that are really popular. And then I'm like, oh, I don't know, like maybe just like Jane Austen and rom coms.
I waffle between like those two moods. Like either I'll be really like superhero, like nerdy, or I'll go like to like Jane Austen, like the classical, like
Yes.
rom-com. Yeah.
I feel like I'm just very like female nerdy because I feel like those are like more feminine things, and I feel like more feminine nerdiness is like very underrated in society, whereas like male nerdiness, like Marvel and Star Wars and that type of stuff, is like very highly valued in society, which I think is interesting.
Yeah.
But
And then, oh, comments jumped. And then Maddie went back and forth between my bullet journal and Hades and Persephone, and I'm resisting the urge to turn on Unsolved Mysteries. Ooh, I want to watch that. Live streams are a gift and a distractor too for me. Yes, Madame de Pompadour. Yep. Venus in Disguise is where my mind went to. I know, I was like reading about her, I was like, this is Venus. Like,
yes.
if the like attributes of Venus were embodied in one person, it would be Madame de Pompadour. I was thinking about her and Venus would get along. Yeah, they'd be like best buds. Love the name Louise. It was my that's my grandma's name. What? And from all the stories my mom tells me, she was a wonderful woman. That's literally my grandma's name, Maddie. Her first name.
Wow.
Yes. Of course. I love researching, especially when it also coincides with school, so I can be multitasking. I'm submitting the Labyrinth one to an anthology next week. Ooh. The Dark Fairy Godmother Who Grants Wishes for a Price is for a writing competition due this weekend. Nice. That reminds me of Once Upon a Time, because that's the series I've been watching with my little sister lately. That reminds me of Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time, grants wishes for a prize. All magic comes with a prize. The TV show so far isn't superhero, but I know it's going to lead up to that. I love rom-coms and Jane Austen too. I'm like Helena, I like both equally. Yeah, and I'm one where I get in moods. Like I have to, it's like all or nothing, and I like switch between them so much. Someone say Star Wars? Yep, yep. Like I feel like my Venus character would be an intimidating figure in her son's realm. Cupid is a count. Ooh.
Ooh.
Magic always comes to the prize. Yep. She grants wishes in exchange for bones. Pulled on some tooth fairy. I was gonna say that reminds me of tooth fairies. Ooh, that's so interesting. All right. Well, do you guys want to go ahead and suggest a time for the next sprint? I'm good with amping it up a little bit more, if that's good with you, Angela. Like maybe no longer than 25 minutes.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Yay. And then we could do like a shorter one for the end to kind of wrap things up.
I need to like focus right away instead of like getting in the zone. Just like get right in.
Yes. I will say like the more live streams I've done, like I've been getting better about it, but yeah. And Laura suggested 2323. Oh, I like that. Let's do that one. And then Miguel had said, I love the magic, comes with a price. Yes. I will say you could play a drinking game. Like if you binge watch Once Upon a Time, you could play a drinking game, like take a shot every time they say magic comes with a price. There's a meme from Tumblr about how the tooth fairy is great, Faye. Yeah, to train kids. Yes, I saw that actually. All right, so then we have 23 and we have 1721. So I have I have two 23s here. So I think we'll go with the two 23s just because that seems like the most popular one. Although I do like this, maybe for a future live stream. Oh, but that's the birth of Madame de Pompadour.
We could do that for the final stream, the slowing down.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Wishes come true, not free. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yes, awesome, awesome. We die from alcohol poisoning. Yeah, we would. Ancient astronaut theorists. Wow, I like it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get 2323 loaded up. Oh, come on. I think last time I did, or my last live stream, I did like 2222. I like it. I like the repetition. All right, we're gonna start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Yay! That is time. How did everybody do for that one?
Pretty good. I got total for all the sprints so far. I'm at 1,300 words.
Oh my goodness. What?
Yeah, but it's not usually I can write like 2,500 words in 2 hours. So it's definitely slower than I would like, but it's fine.
Well, if it's any consolation, that's like a really good day for me. So
It helps because I like always write out like in about a paragraph or so in like the first 2 minutes of a writing session, everything that's gonna happen in like really short form. So then it's not really like I have to think about what's gonna happen. I just have to think about how to write it.
oh, that's smart. I kind of do something like that, except it's on a much like vaguer scale, which maybe is my problem. I'll have like my outline and stuff, and I'll copy paste the plot points for that chapter in the outline, and I'll paste it at the bottom of the document, and then kind of like refer back to it as I'm writing it. But I like having like a little summary at the beginning.
Yeah, it's nicer too because I'm not reading over something. I feel like it's different when you're writing it out in like
That's
just
true.
in the moment. So I don't know why. Writing to me just like things process better.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so I see. Oh, Laura had done an excerpt. Angela. The word caressed my 6-year-old mind in the times between sleeping and awake, prickling my skin despite the thick blankets and a monstrous pile of teddy bears hugging me goodnight. She was here again. Ooh. The evil fairy godmother. Or no, I think it was like dark fairy godmother. And then VG Castle had said, but the question is, are pyramids made by aliens? Well, I mean, like, what else could they have been made by? People? Gotta be aliens. Good morning, BC Brown Books. I'm glad you could join us. The idea I just got for Venus's name is Victory. Ooh, I like that. And I think there's a very famous painting. This is my art history class coming out to play now. And I believe it was for a French Revolution. I can't remember if it was the first or second. And it's like it's Victory personified as a woman. She's like holding a flag, I think. And
Oh.
then there's like the whole battle. I'm gonna look it up because I might be thinking of it might have not been for a French Revolution. It might have been for something else. But
I think another one you're talking about, I think it was the French Revolution, but I wanna say it was, like, the second French Revolution?
yeah, I feel like it's like a later, like I'm thinking of like the artistic style of it. I'm thinking it's like a later art style.
Yeah, like the 1830s, 40s,
Huh.
I think.
Yeah, that sounds right. I feel like it would be 1830s. Also, if any of you know, did counter dukes fight in battle themselves or just leave the army? I don't know.
It might depend on how limited in troops they were.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've heard about like generals doing that, but I don't know. Maybe some did.
Yeah, I feel like that would be just a really subjective thing based on, like,
Yeah,
what's happening, how many troops they had, if the troops needed more morale, what the personality of the counter duke was like.
yeah. Oh, and Geo is here. Hello, Geo. We're going to be doing one more sprint after this one. And oh, comments jumped. Where are we at? Okay. And then Gio was asking what everyone's working on, and then Miguel was catching up, brainstorming my Cupid and Psyche retelling. Helene's most recent 2 streams have been giving me inspiration. And then Maddie got to run a quick errand, but in case I'm not back for y'all, and just want to say thanks for the sprints and hope that everyone has a wonderful day. You too, Maddie. Have fun running errands. Miguel went back to reading Sense and Sensibility as well. It's making me despise Willoughby more. Yup. Ooh, Angela, I have a question.
Mhm.
So, do you prefer the Sense and Sensibility movie or the TV series that the BBC did?
Is the TV series the one with Alan Rickman in it?
I think so. It's been a while since I've seen it.
It's been a while since I've seen either of them, but I like the one with Alan Rickman in it, and I think it's just because I like Alan Rickman.
Oh, he's such a good actor.
Yes. Um, in all honesty, though, I feel like I don't really have good access to a lot of the Jane Austen adaptations. They only
Yeah.
have Netflix, and like a lot of them just aren't on them.
That's true. Like I know they were on Amazon Prime at one point, which is where I watched them originally, but I think they took it off at one point, and then I don't know if they put it back on lately or not. I can't remember. But
Yeah.
huh. And then Legend of Rune, I'm working on creating a vaccine for the zombie virus, and I'm adding character information. Nice. I think they normally just led the army, but I might be wrong. Nope. I've decided to combine two of my characters into one. Oh yeah, and add a new character and change the setting of my novel. So I definitely have some stuff to write today. Still don't know the setting. I mean, the setting could definitely come as you write.
Yeah.
How is the human population at that point before the vaccine comes out? Invisible, bony fingers longer than a human's caressed my shoulders. I slipped into sleep. Dream about it, my sweet, echoed in my mind, morphing into quiet. Dang. Oh, lullabies about children and their crunchy bones. I did not sleep well. My goodness. That's 1830 if I remember.
The
And
painting.
yeah, it's the famous painting. I'm rereading one of my whips because tragically, I think I have to scrap what I have and brainstorm and outline it again and start from scratch. Dang. Um, July, yeah, Revolution of 1830, liberty leading the people. Yeah. Um, thank you. Thank you for the French. Cupid's going to be a well-known person in my story. I like it. Okay. So the movie's out. Knew he was in one of them. Men look up to him, women want to be with him. Also, that man made everything amazing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh, doctors are trying to keep the virus under control, but it's not going well. My classes are all business and human resources. Alrighty. Well, I am good. I know we're getting kind of to the end of like close to the 2 hour mark, so I'm good with doing like, do we want to do a 7 minute mad dash? Just spice things up instead of a 5 minute?
Sounds good.
Yes. In honor, because I know we were gonna try to do like the 17,
17.
like 6. Yeah. But let's do 7 minutes instead to still pay homage to the original time. Oh, should we do 7:07?
Yeah.
I feel like we gotta make it fancy. All right, 7:07 is on the clock. I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer in 3, 2, 1. All right, so time is up for our 7 minute and 7 second mad dash. How did everybody do?
I, ooh, I just got ready for work and then I'm writing down some ideas people gave me for future TikToks right now.
Oh,
Instagram poll. So,
nice.
how did you do?
I just read a little bit more out of my textbook because I was thinking about Rococo and I was like, I should get the school assignment done. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
Read a little bit more of it. I'm trying to go back to where we were at. Do, do, do. Geo reread my whip today and have decided to start over because combining characters, adding characters, and possibly changing the setting. Yeah. Yeah, I had to do that with my current whip. I've been rewriting the entire thing. More than 40K into it, but I shouldn't have rushed my brainstorming. Yeah, I've had stuff like that happen to me where I'm like, this is why I'm a plotter. Yeah. Oh, that stinks. But you know what? It might be all for the better. Like by the end, maybe you'll come up with a bunch of new ideas you wouldn't have thought of originally. And then Tessa is here Friday. I'm going live. Starts at 4:55 p.m., but 5 p.m. at the latest. Yes. Can I ask, is it 4:55? What time zone is that? Because knowing me, I'll pop in like 4:55 Mountain Time and it'll be like the wrong one. Ooh, my biggest problem is finding the added time to put back in brainstorming outlining again. Yeah, without pulling from other projects. It's taking less time I needed to schedule each day. Yeah, that is the struggle, especially like with balancing multiple projects. I feel like one of them always kind of takes precedence a little bit more, at least in my experience. Like, yeah. Having problems with my setting. I either want to set the story in Manhattan, New York, or I want to set it at a boarding school. My only issue is with a boarding school is that I feel constricted. Like because they're in boarding school, they can't do anything. Yeah, I mean, unless they like snuck out or whatever. I feel like every time there's like a boarding school story I've read, like they're always like sneaking out, like or whatever to go do stuff and have adventures. That could add suspense to it. I've been practicing my acoustic guitar and my singing, which I do on my YouTube channel, and also Atlantic Records highlighted my comment on their music video. Such a great thing to wake up to. Nice! Oh, that's so cool. I had the same issue. I didn't use an outline of any kind. Yeah, that's actually happened to me. A story I wrote when I was like really young. We're talking like maybe sophomore year of high school, freshman year. And I wrote this dystopian story. And I reread it lately and I'm like, this is actually pretty good. But I stopped like halfway through the draft because I didn't know where it was going because I pantsed the whole thing. And like it was interesting in that you didn't really know what was gonna happen because I as the writer didn't really know what was gonna happen. But about halfway through, like you could tell I just didn't know what was going on. But I think it'd be fun to like revamp it one of these days. They can't do anything because they go to a boarding school. There's no parties or dinners or anything fancy. I mean, in this boarding school, there could be like a real fancy boarding school. I can't believe I thought of two interesting ideas, the story and my reading challenge from being upset with Bridgerton. I like it. Oh, thank you. Oh, comments jumped. Where are we at? I'm working on the outline and I'm feeling more confident with how this one will turn out. Nice. I did outline ever since I learned how to do it properly. Always outline, but I rushed it because the project is the third in the series. And I was already behind on my production schedule. I always run my outlines past my friend. My plot trampoline, I like it, to test for the efficacy of the plot/characters, and I skipped that step when she read the latest pieces. She had big questions and picks. Yeah, I could see that. And yeah, I think that happened with me actually for the second book in my Rashindi Chronicles series because I was like, I want to like get drafting on it because I was trying to make it my I think like a camp NaNoWriMo project. And so I like really rushed it. So I had time to start drafting it. And yeah, I'm going to have to rework a lot of stuff. And Miguel said, read a chapter and thought of possible fan cast for Cupid and Psyche. Nice. Open a new outline guide. Nice. Oh, see ya, Yaza. Thank you so much for hopping on. Yes, thank you guys. Oh yeah. Nice. I have my second book all planned out, but I think writing a sequel is always harder than, yeah. I mean, not that I have much experience, but I imagine. All right. Well, I think it is about time to wrap all this stuff up. Angela, do you want to do a little outro before we end?
I guess just if you like bookish content and occasional writing vlogs, feel free to subscribe. And thank you so much for having me on today, Helene.
Yes, thank you. This was so much fun. It's always a great start to my day to do live streams and chat. And Angela's channel is linked down below, so make sure you check her out if you've not already. And without further ado, thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.